Maxi Scooters, which is a cool way for Europeans to say big scooters. They're massive business over in Europe. I mean, they sell literally tens of thousands of these things. But they've never really caught on here in South Africa, and I think that's down to 2 points. Number one is perception. South Africans just don't like the idea of being on a scooter, whereas in Europe, down the south of France, you'll get a millionaire playboy on his big maxi scooter going down to Saint-Tropez, and he's got no problem with that at all. And the other problem here in South Africa is price. These things are bloody expensive. Look, as I'm weaving through the traffic, they are undoubtedly very practical, but it's not uncommon to pay around 100,000 rand for a maxi scooter. And you can get proper motorbikes for that sort of money. So, no surprise that they don't sell very many. Well, now Sym, a Taiwanese manufacturer, has brought a couple of maxi scooters into the country, and maybe they will be able to get a bit of the market where previously no one's been able to do anything, really.
No matter how big and impressive maxi scooters get, though, ultimately they're all about being the perfect masters of the urban environment. They should be easy enough for your grandma to ride and fast enough to deal with any upstart cars. And they should also be very practical, at least compared to other two-wheelers.
Look at it, it's massive, isn't it? And that's because it is actually massive. It's enormously long, and it's not very light either at 238 kilos. But with a 575cc engine, it makes more than enough power, slightly over 40 horsepower, good for, I've seen almost 180 k's an hour on the clock. Now, if it's big and heavy, it needs decent brakes. Take a look at those beauties. It's got radial calipers on a scooter and a very handy ABS system as well. But maxi scooters, well, they need to be about practicality as well. So with something like this, it is big. So you'd imagine there's a decent sized space under here, and there is a lit cubby hole. Yes, it's got a light, and it will easily swallow 2 full-face helmets. And talking of storage space, we've got 2 cubby holes, one on each side. You can chuck your phone in, any bits and pieces you need in there. And one bigger, lockable cubby hole here, which actually has a kind of cigarette lighter charger and a USB port, so you can even charge your phone. In terms of toys, well, it's got a beautiful binnacle and the sort of information that you would expect to see on a 100,000 rand normal, proper motorbike, shall we say. And that is probably the one major problem with this. It isn't a normal, proper motorbike. It is only a scooter, but it still costs 88,000 rand. And that's quite a lot, really, isn't it?
If that's a little bit too rich for your pockets, you can go for the 400 version of this bike. All the same features, same looks, same bodywork, same size, but crucially it's 23,000 rand less. It's 20 kilograms lighter, and it only gives away about 8 brake horsepower. It's not a rocket ship, although it is the size of one, but maybe this is the better bargain.
And no one will know, not when you're out and about, that you've opted for the cheaper version. Except for the rider on a Maxxsym 600. Because looks may be deceptive, but performance certainly isn't.
These are both very good scooters from Sym. The 600 is particularly impressive, but I still think it's a bit too expensive for South African tastes. However, at 65,000 rand, that 400 could be a real winner.
I'm going to call you out on this one.
Really? On what?
That is really a good bargain. It's a bike you would buy for that money.
No, not really. Well, it is. In terms of maxi scooters, it is pretty good, but it's 400cc, but 65,000 rand, still quite a lot of money, isn't it?
But I do have to say that 400cc thing didn't have a lot of power. It was a bit wet, and there's a lot of weight for a 400cc thing to carry around. I mean, really, for that money, you could have that Honda NC 750.
Well, not quite as cheap as the 400,
yeah,
somewhere
it's in between
there
the two,
and
but it's a proper bike. You know, it looks decent, and it's not like the size of the Graf Spee or something like that.
Oh, so the Sym scooter is in fact a German battleship.
Just showing
Yes, OK, look, it's still expensive. Maxi scooter's going to catch on here. No. I don't think so, no.
No.
I don't think so. Yamaha have tried with the T-Max, Aprilia have been here, BMW with the... By the way, here's a good one. You can still get BMW C600 sport scooter. Remember that? We tested it in the past.
Yes.
Have a guess how much that is now.
65,000
Oh, yeah, right. 139,000 rand for that. So actually, in comparison, it's quite cheap, the Sym.
I'd rather have the Yamaha Tracer then.
Yeah, well, there you go.
You see?
Yeah, absolutely.